Hey guys, it's Carnage6 back again with yet another review, and this time we have a review of these really crappy Mexican bootleg figures from the Battle of Gods series. And in this line you get Bills, who's the big purple cat dude in the middle, you get Goku in his God mode, and you get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So let's take a look at these figures and see how good they really are, yeah. Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with this amazing Goku figure in his God mode. And if you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. Yes, let's have a close-up look at this guy, shall we? Just look at the lovely... Oh god, I'm getting too close. Well, this video, I really don't care. Okay, let me just adjust this a bit. Look at the nice, crappy paint job here on the face. As you can see, this is just a regular Goku figure that they decided to paint his hair pink. But look at the horrible slop around his eyes. Now let's take a look at his articulation. Well, he can do this 360. And the thing that I will give him credit for, he's actually got a cool joint right here in his chest. That's pretty neat. And his head spins, well, not really 360. It kind of goes back and forth. His arms swivel back and forth, and that's about it. No articulation on the feet, and yeah, that's about all you get with this guy. Alright, and next up we've got the amazing Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta figure. Yeah, this is really cool. Let's get a close-up look at this guy, shall we? Again, let me adjust this thingamajig. Again, we got a crappy paint job. It's just a regular old Vegeta figure. Now, I will give them credit in that they did give him a scouter, which is cool, and the sculpt of his hair is actually not too bad. It's made of this really rubbery material, so that's cool. But his articulation is even more limited. You can do that with his arm. His other arm can go back and forth. Head does move a bit, not much because of the hair, although you can, I guess since it's this plastic material, you can kind of bend it around. And he's got, I think he's got a waist joint. Yeah, he does. And that's about it. His legs don't move at all. And the cool thing is you can take a scouter off, but I find that his scouter comes off really easily anyway. Like you can't even, when you put it back on, most of the time it doesn't stay properly. Like that's going to fall off again. So yeah, that's him. Now finally we have the Bills figure, and this is the one I was most excited about getting because there hasn't been any action figures of Bills made yet. And of course, Mexican bootleg companies just jumped right on it and made one, so here we go. Let's take a look at this guy, shall we? Alright, so what do we have here? Yeah, I said he was my favorite guy, or the one I was looking forward to most getting in this line, because the face is pretty good, actually. It's actually really kind of cool the way it's sculpted, so I have no problems with that. He's way too muscular. He's supposed to be really thin if you've seen the images from the movie. But again, it's a Mexican bootleg. I do love Mexican bootlegs, so I'll give it a pass. Now the cool thing is he does have a lot more articulation, but, and here's the big but, yeah, mine came completely screwed up. Let's see, let's start off first. Okay, if you know, he's supposed to have a tail. Here it is, right? Okay, I tried every which way to put this thing in, and I can't get it in. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I couldn't get it in, so there goes the tail. Strike one. Now, I do like this, that they have the collar and everything, and this is removable too, his belt thing, but here's the part that really pissed me off. This side is okay. Well, as okay as a bootleg can get, but this side's totally screwed up. Like, this joint is all weird here, and if you can see the elbow joint here, it's like the peg is coming out, so this joint is going to fall off any time. But yeah, I know what you're saying. That's what you get for buying bootleg figures. And yeah, you're right. You can't really expect quality. But let's go over his articulation anyway. He does have actually good range of motion in the head. It spins 360 and it goes, well, maybe it doesn't go. I thought it was on a ball joint, but it's not. Never mind. I'm not even going to touch his arm because it's going to fall off. This one is kind of on, like a kind of ball joint, pin joint here. It goes in and out. It should spin 360. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Because I'm scared to move this because it feels like it's going to break. He does have an elbow joint there. And his wrist does spin 360. Now he does have a waist joint. As you can see, it does spin 360. And I'm going to take off the front of his belt so you can see a little bit better. He does have articulation in the legs, but not much. Forward and back, that's about it. And his boots do spin 360. So all in all, he has the most articulation of the group. I just wish mine hadn't come completely screwed up. Yeah. Bootleg toys, that's what you get. Alright, I know what you're saying. You're saying, if these figures are so crappy, why'd you buy them? Well, if you know my other videos, you know that I love bootleg toys. The crappier the better, even though I'm kind of having fun and saying that they're really pieces of crap. You know, I like them. I like them for the quirkiness and the just weird decisions that they make and how they put these things together. It's so obvious that this thing was rushed together, this whole wave. I mean, like I said, Goku's just a regular Goku figure with his hair painted. I think the Vegeta figure they've already released before, but I could be wrong. The cool thing is it's got a scouter. And that's about it. But the fact that a Mexican bootleg company was the only one to do a Bills figure, that kind of pushed me over the edge to buy this thing. And, you know, I'm not 100% disappointed. The Bills figure does look good, even though, like I said, the body proportions are off and mine came completely screwed up and I can't get the tail on. It's still a decent figure, but I do have to say one thing. There is a new Bills bootleg figure from Mexico, and it's completely like translucent. Well, the purple parts of him are anyway translucent, and it does look a lot better, the sculpt, and I actually have ordered it already, but I didn't get it in time for this review, and I thought I'd just throw this one up here. Sorry to interrupt this review, guys, but after I finished filming it, I did get in the other Bills figure that I said was a lot better looking. As you can see, the sculpting and the paint and everything is a lot better. The only thing some people might not like is that it's translucent plastic, but I think it looks really cool, and the even better thing is that he also has an action feature, which is when you push a button on his back, he actually lights up. Now that is pretty awesome. And if you touch it again, you can get the lights to cycle in a different way. And he also has one more cycle. Again, I really prefer this Bills figure to the one that I'm reviewing. Because if you want Battle of the Gods figures, this is your only option, really. And if you want them to fit in with your Irwin figures or Jax figures, they're not going to because they're too big. You know, this is your only choice. If you want articulated figures from Battle of the Gods, this is it. Right now. If you want to buy them, they're all over eBay. They're easy to find. They're cheap. They're usually like $10. If you have to pay more than $10, I say don't bother. But just be aware, you're going to end up with problems like I had, like the scouter on this guy not staying on, and the joints on this guy being completely screwed up, and the tail not being able to stay on. The bad paint around Goku here. So just be aware of what you're getting into. Other than that, if you enjoy them like me just as fun little custom pieces, and you enjoy the quirkiness and the stupidity of it all, then by all means go out and grab them. Anyway, that's all for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see ya.